Also known as the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G, and I'm here playing, you probably guessed it, Ghost of Tsushima! I do. Hey, 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 baby. Oh, come here, go. I got you. I just got room for the other pussy in my life. Yeah. Come here. I got you. Oh, I'm waiting for the cat to hop up here. Yeah. Yeah. Here you go.
Someone cut that tree down in order to cross. Yasuhira brought Mongols with him. There's no other way.
She's such a cutie.
That must be Shigenori's dueling ring. What has Yasuhira been doing? Poor man. Killed by Yasuhiro. Blade has seen many duels. Footprints. Still fresh. Yasuhira Kuga. The butcher of the rebellion. Time hasn't changed you.
You were a child when Yarikawa burned, boy. For 15 years, I dreamed of cutting Lord Shimura to the bone.
You lived long enough to face him.
Well, I hope she's content,
The
baby.
old man taught me the legendary attack before I killed him. Let me show you. What are you waiting for, boy?
Not waiting. Studying. Learning. He's fast. I've got it. The heavenly strike couldn't save you.
Sam said you got a content look on your face. Are you content? Are you content, baby? I hope so. I hope I make you so happy. You're my favorite kitty in the world. Be my little sweetie. I love her.
You deserve greater respect than this.
Ha.
I promise I'll use Shigenori's technique to protect Tsushima against all who would harm it.
I love you. I told you, get up. I need to get treats for her. Ah. I'll show you something really cool. Yeah. I'll show you. Watch this. Oh, let me see. Ba, 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 ba. See, it's like a quick, unblockable attack. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it does a good amount. It's more about catching them off guard, though, and breaking through their defenses. Ah, damn it. You motherfucker! Yeah, you're still Miss Crowdazzle. Salami Crowdazzle. Salami Crodazzle and Cheesy Tits. Oh, Mongol camp. Ah, there's bears outside their camp. They're getting attacked by bears. That's hilarious. For once I'm rooting for the bears to win.
بشوي
She's probably just busy, honestly. I think she's dating somebody now, too. Probably having her guts rearranged right now. Getting some of that wham bam thank you ham. Wham bam riding the clam. That's funny.
My lord, have you come to help the Argonauts too?
On a dark and stormy night, just like this, with a gothic, milfy chick, just like you. And he found the severed hook after the door.
Looking for me? Yum-Hige Samurai! Don't go to the oven!
Another camp. See, like, he starts to become a fucking force to be reckoned with. Sweet. New stance. Wind stance. Helps with spears. That's also what Rose meant. She wanted the stances in this game to be different ways to fight entirely, whereas the stances in this game are kind of coded to the different weapon types. Water stance is good for shields. The wind stance is good for against spears and axes. But it's done a particular way. You know what I mean? It doesn't make it worse just because it's set up a certain way. It's just like you fight this type of enemy, you use this type of moveset. You know what I mean? It's just a different way of doing it.
I'm just ready.
Yeah, I mean, we're all entitled to our own opinion. For Rose, she kind of felt this game was a disappointment. Because she wanted it to have more character customization. For me, this game absolutely, I thought was fucking amazing and probably exceeded my expectations. So I definitely have to disagree with their take on it. I love this game. Like I said, this is without a doubt in my top 5 favorite games of all time ever. She's gonna get her way though, so, you know, like I said, Ghosts of Yotai already has shown more weapons and shit to fight with. Yeah. You know I've always got space for you, baby girl. Come here. Come here. I got you. You wanna hop up here? Yeah, come here. I always got you. Yeah. Come here, baby girl.
Mongols rained fire from the sky. How the hell with them?
You need help getting up here, baby? Yeah. You good kitty. You hear purring. She's going to sleep like this. She's just totally slept in my arms. I love you. Yes, I do. You're my favorite kitty in the world. She's sweetie. Yeah. I've been trying to give her extra love and attention since her eye's been fucked up lately. I know she's not feeling 100%. Not worry about it, yeah. And that the chair that you got me, that's coming the funnest way. Uh, the chair that you got me, she's gonna get just as much use out of it as me. When I'm not sitting in my chair, when I'm sleeping or I'm doing something else, she'll come and she'll sit in my chair and lay in my chair. Yeah, there we go. Thief's rap. Woo!
I work on all kinds of armor. Much better protection.
See, now my outfit's looking fucking sick. Got the gauntlets. Shit is tight.
My armor will dull the Mongols' weapons.
That's great.
They captured the carpet.
This chair is making do, but it's way too small for me. And I have to prop it up so you can see me on camera. So I try not to complain, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to the better chair. And it's all it had like a drink holder, so I'm really looking forward to that as well. Right now I have to like have my drink on the floor and awkwardly jostle it, so I'm really looking forward to that. I appreciate it a lot.
Is stay alive long enough for the Shogun to counter attack. You'll see how they think. Not violence. They want to conquer the heavens.
Oh, I gotta get the shield.
Still alive? He says that.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to that. This is really a chair that's meant for a kid. Oh, 1 second, babe. I'll be right back. I have to take my medicine. It's 9. Sorry, I had to go and I took my medicine, and then my mom wanted me to get her some from the fridge to eat. Trying to keep eating. My dad's on her because with her throat being fucked up still, it's she loses her appetite, but she's still gotta eat. You know what I mean? So I got her some to eat from the fridge.
Do you need a swordsmith, my lord?
You have my thanks.
Fucking song is stuck in my head now. Have you ever seen Guardians of the Galaxy, Sam?
The ghosts once protected Tsushima.
Yeah, they're watching that, and it starts out with "Come and get your love." Come and get your love. Hey, hey, what's the matter with you? Oh, come and get your love. No, I was just saying I was going longer than I thought because I got my mom something to eat. She's trying to my dad's are making her eat, even if her appetite isn't up, keep her fed with her throat. She's back on her omeprazole. No, I gotcha. She's back on her omeprazole, but it's not like her throat just goes back to normal, It's gonna take a while. It took a while for her throat to get irritated, so it's not like a quick fix, so her throat's still 100%.
You deserve the best.
Help! I'm hurt!
I'm sorry. They made me do it.
Attack together!
It should. It just takes a while, you know what I mean? Takes a few days for the medicine to start working, and then it's gonna take a little while for her throat to heal. No. At the time, she stopped taking her meds because she was having issues, a lot of issues getting the thing renewed. They were giving her a runaround and saying they had issues getting the medicine and all that shit, and eventually she just said, fuck it. She got tired of dealing with it, but she has a new prescription now, so... No, it's the same med. She reliably got a prescription. The guy that she went to see didn't give her the fucking runaround. She was on the medication, it was good, it worked. Just, it became really difficult with her doctor, her past doctor. Who fucking knows why? Because it's not like it's some highly controlled substance. Omeprazole is like the go-to stomach acid. You know what I'm saying for GERD? So who knows? Corporate bureaucracy at work. But she has a reliable prescription now, so... It's not like she wanted to stop taking it. Yeah, like I said, she got a prescription from a different dude, the doctor she just recently seen. So he gave her a reliable prescription, so it shouldn't be an issue anymore. It's different people, you know what I mean? My mom explained to him, why she stopped taking it. He's like, why would you stop taking your medicine? She's like, well, they were giving me the runaround.
Come here and fight!
Ready?
Please help!
You're going to be all right.
The stories from Komatsu Forge are true. You're the samurai who destroyed the Mongols there.
Can we get somewhere safe?
I think so, my lord. But the Mongols are watching from the crossroads above the river. Anyone traveling north from Azumo is in danger.
I'll see to the Mongols. Get me out of this mess.
Oh, God. Yeah. Exactly. And here, in Kentucky, sometimes it can be really touchy, because, this place is really gripped badly by the, opioid epidemic. It's like a lot of, druggies here. Yeah. I mean, they're careful everywhere, but they're really bad about it in Kentucky because we've been gripped by it especially bad. There's like a real bad heroin, oxy problem here. And so they're like overly suspicious and fucking weird about it sometimes, unnecessarily so. Especially because, they're not making it harder. They're not making it harder for the druggies to get the drugs. They're making it harder for the legit people like my mother who need help for their pain. Like my mom has, I told you, because of her bone disease and all that, she has like worst case pain, you know? Sweet. New legend ring. The Unyielding Wind. Oh, and I got a new maximum resolve. That's cool. See, and a health increase. Nice. Let's see Smoke Bomb. Eventually you can unlock all of them.
Powder creates thick smoke. Enough to blind my enemies.
See, like, you're constantly getting new toys or upgrading the ones you do have, like this game does the power creep very well. You're constantly feeling like you're growing. Until by the end, you feel unstoppable. You're a fucking badass. You know, like, they make you feel like a force of destruction, like the Ghost. Like, you know, like somebody that people would be scared of. If I could fight, fucking guy who could do the shit that Jin does in battle, I'd be pissing my pants. damn it. Pretty much, yeah. And it kind of goes back to what he said at the beginning. If you remember at the very beginning of the game, he said, "Today, I die on this beach." And in a way he did, because that was the death of the old Jin. So it kind of nicely dovetails where he is a ghost, in a sense. And I mean, in all fairness, even before he was a ghost, he's a pretty tough fucker. I mean, you literally, in the first thing in the beach, he gets shot in the back with arrows 3 times. How many people do you know can get fucking shot by arrows in the back 3 times and walk away from that? Most people are gonna die if they get shot by a arrow. So, just the fact that he survived that already means he's tougher than most people. Those are not, those are some serious fucking arrows. Fuck. Exactly. Fuck. He was ready to die. L1, X, triangle, L1, X, triangle, X. Okay, I got this. Oh yeah.
You won't find these elsewhere.
See, and resolve is not only what you heal with, it's what you use the special moves with, like the Heavenly Strike. So the more resolve, the better. The more special moves you can use, the more times you can heal. You want to increase your resolve. You know what I mean? And this is a special white dye merchant.
My dyes are white as fresh. I thought all the samurai were dead.
Is that any way to greet a visitor?
Forgive my manners, my lord. I spend all my time alone. My only company is dyes and brushes, lacquer and cloth. I've perfected a shade of white like sparkling virgin snow in frozen jogaku. Bring me the necessary ingredients, and I will adorn you in white, like death itself. The Mongols will think they face death himself. My work is impossible without the right materials. Walk in sunlight.
And see that right there? Those are fields of purple flowers down there. And see, you can kind of see it. See, all the way down there. That, over there, that's the second island, Toyotoma. You can see the redwoods a little bit, like, poking out. There's more to it than that, but you see what I mean? You can see the redwoods. This is just the first island. There's 3. This is the mountains, like the plains, the grasslands. Then Toyotoma is the wetlands, the swamps. You saw that flashback earlier where he was hunting. You saw that flashback earlier where he was hunting the bear with his uncle. That was in the wetlands over there, the yellow wetlands. And then finally, the third area is snowy. The whole area is snowy and covered in white. Like I said, this game is really big. And then, you know, Ghost of Yotai is going to be even bigger. I'll send you some pictures tonight before you go to bed of Ghost of Yotai. It looks really great. Yeah, I mean, like you can tell right away it looks fucking gorgeous, as you'd expect from this team. And if you remember, I fucking love Death Stranding 2. I loved it. I'm playing through it. I'm gonna 100% complete it. I love Death Stranding 2, and everybody's like, you know, is this your game of the year? And I'm like, I really, really, really like Death Stranding 2, and it is a strong contender. But Ghost of Yotai is also coming, and if it's anywhere as good as the first game, which it looks like it will be even better, that's gonna be a big contender for me. You know what I mean? And see, oh god, these purple flowers. This world is so fucking pretty. So that's why I said, well, I can't definitively say that Death Stranding 2 is my game of the year for 2025. Because, I mean, Ghost of Yotai is going to be some fierce fucking competition. Oh, they might, okay. Well, they're more reddish. They're kind of pink, yeah. They're still beautiful. I'd love to see wildflowers like that.
My lord, this woman said she found the way off the island.
A way past the Mongol ships? Show me.
Of course. Follow me, my lord.
I'll do this quest later. This is one of the several side quests on the island.
If you look closely, you'll see my small boat and the route I climbed.
Another big enemy camp. Well, no, I took the, yeah, this Komodo town. Which I've taken back over, which is cool.
Let's go, If I move quickly, with precision, kill 3 at once, give me an edge.
samurai who's going around killing the enemy? My wife's brother. He's a real samurai. Look, a man, a woman. She put on the armor and now she fights with the bravery of 10 men. But they say samurai is working with a woman. That's her younger brother. She made him to be a woman. With a monster.
Yeah, you can already see it starting. Like, did you hear about that samurai? And, you know, by the end of the game, he is the ghost. Like, everybody knows the ghost. You know what I mean? Like, he's like their folk hero. Same as with Robin Hood or Batman. Like, he's the thing that terrifies the Mongols. I can't let you go. Ah, fuck. This helped me find the bamboo strikes to improve my resolve. More resolve means more health, means more, you know, special moves. So I'm trying to do a bunch of the bamboo strikes. Oh, enemy camp. Ah, damn it. I'm out of arrows. Oh, well. I'll get some more. Yeah. Maybe he should put up a poster that says, Jin Sakai wants you.
Not something that way. Show me. Tell us where the others are.
I told you, I'm traveling alone.
Okay, this is not even a Mongol camp, this is a bandit camp. Oh, I have even less patience for these fuckers. It's like your country is being invaded, and while your people are scrambling, it's like, hey, let's rob some people. Like, they don't have it bad enough. You know what I mean? I mean, that's even worse than the fucking Mongols. Like, let's take advantage of this national tragedy to rob our own people.
Lying on this rock. Heard something.
It would be like bandits setting up after 9/11. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, this awful, awful, awful situation has occurred. Let's take advantage and rob these vulnerable people.
Who will fight?
Yeah. That's very true, and they are bitches.
Down!
I have no sympathy for people like that prey on others. It's people, you know, kindness should not be a luxury. And it's people like that make people think that it is. Triangle X, triangle X, X, okay. Almost. Triangle X, triangle X, X, L1. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. Pretty fair. Yeah, exactly. You get it. That's about the long and short of it. I give everybody common respect and decency until they give me a reason not to. Well, yeah. Doesn't really matter. I get it's your opinion. It's one that I very much agree with. Oh man, yeah, and here's lavender flowers. I love flowers like those. Fields of blue, so pretty. Oh yeah, it's a fox den. I'll show you something cool. Watch it. Hold on. See? And the enemies got scared and they just ran. The last dude ran. You see the fear that he starts to inspire. And that's what I love about the smoke bombs. Like, you can use them in the middle of a fight to go stealth and then chain assassinate somebody in the middle of a fight.
Over here!
You'll be free soon. Where did they capture you?
My family's home on the Kashine shore. The Mongols turned it into a shipyard.
They must be repairing their ships, getting ready for their next conquest. Stay away from there until I've killed them all.
How can I ever repay you?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was gonna follow the fox before I ran into those dipshits. Come here, buddy. Show me where.
Bless you.
Who's the fox? You!
Faster, quicker.
Hold on, I'm loading up the app so I can see all what you're saying. I don't want to miss it. Ah, here we go. Sweet. No, yeah, I absolutely agree. You know, the only question is, the only thing is I don't consider stupidity to be a worthy excuse. Like, I'm not talking about people with low IQ. I'm talking about there's people with low IQ and then there's fucking stupid people. Stupid people are not worthy of your respect. And see, how I can hold gear. I could have 2 charm slots. Now I could have 3. So you gain more slots to equip stuff from the foxes. But you kind of see what I mean now, where it's like everything that you do feels worthwhile. Taking on the enemy camps, you learn new stances, you clear out the region, you clear out, you unfog the map, you gain supplies. Doing the bamboo strikes, you gain more resolve. Doing the shrines, you get unique charms. Shit, yeah. Like, all of the side quests that you do in this game have a tangible impact and feel rewarding to do. Shit, I keep falling to my death. Fuck. Let's see. There we go. And these are all things that are kind of pretty standard for the open world genre. But this game does them so well that it doesn't matter. It's the execution that makes this game shine, and then you put all of that, all of the incredible execution of the open world staples, and then you put that in one of the most gorgeous worlds ever created, with a story that's well written with people that you care about, and you have a winning fucking combination. They don't need to reinvent the wheel. You know what I mean? Some people are like, well, it's just the standard formula. It's just a standard open world formula. Yes, but they do it so fucking well. Like you've seen, every single bandit camp or Mongol camp, hand designed. No two are alike. You are well rewarded for each one you do. And all the shrines, different. So, you know, that is the difference between good and great. Tons of open world games have bandit camps that you can take on, or, you know what I mean? Enemy camps out in the world. Very few do it to this level of quality where each one is handcrafted. and it's the Japanese setting, the ghost shit, that sets it apart. You know what I mean?
Hold still.
You don't need to reinvent the fucking wheel to make a fucking amazing game.
Careful up there.
This is for you, Lord Sakai.
And it's not like this game is just repeating the same shit that other games are repeated. The whole the set, like I said, the setting, the ghost setup, where you're gradually inspiring fear, the blend of the fantastical and the realistic, is so well done, and it's such a delicate balance, but I feel like this game walks it perfectly, where it's not so fantastical that it's not believable, where it feels fantasy, but it's clearly not 100% accurate to real life. Like I said, the best way I could describe it is, poets of this time would describe Japan with unparalleled beauty, and this is almost like the way that a writer would describe Japan. Like, exaggerated. Still real, still grounded in reality, but over the top, fantastical in a way from somebody who loves this place. Does that make sense? And you get a lot of games that go super realistic, and there's been plenty of Japanese games that are set in super realistic Japanese setting, and you get plenty of games that are fantastical, but this game strikes a very unique balance. It walks a fine line, and I really love where it does, where it's realistic, but not ultra-realistic. It's over the top, but not so much that it feels like fantasy. It's Japan, but the idealized version of Japan that people see in their head when they think about samurais and the world of Japan. You know what I mean? Larger than life. I guess that would be the perfect way to describe this game's vision of Japan. Larger than life. But still inspired by real Japan, real Tsushima Island. Still grounded, you know? And all that comes together to make this an unforgettable game. And like I said, one of my favorite fucking games ever. Like, just this. Like, this is a bandit camp. This is so fucking pretty. You know, I lost count of the sheer amount of times in this game that I just stopped and I stared in awe. I'm like, oh my god, this is so pretty. You know, this game world just grips you. Yeah, exactly. It's, yeah, right over there. Right? Super cool. Yeah, see? They have big-ass flocks of birds in Japan. Well, I mean, they do everywhere, but yeah. Like I said, you know, the fields of grass stretching off, you know, the way they bend, or, you know, like, when he's riding a horse above these pampas leaves, occasionally his character will go like this and wave his hands through the fields. Just small touches like that, like... This game world is filled with so much love and care. You can tell that the people who made this game, they may be American, but they really, really love Japan and understood Japan. Like, you can tell that this game is a work of passion. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I was trying to tell you, is like, passion is the hardest thing, soul is the hardest thing to describe on paper. Like, what quantifies soul, but it's the easiest thing to tell when it's not there. You can tell when something is soulless, when somebody just made a game for a paycheck. And that's not to say that a game for a paycheck can't be good. You can still just be doing it for a paycheck and do competent work. But that soul, that passion, is what separates a good game from a fucking great one. And this game has that love and passion in spades. You can tell that the people who made this game cared about this setting. They cared about the culture, the characters, the world. That this was important to them. And it is true, like, the director of this game, one of the directors, I think his name is Brian Cox, if I'm not mistaken, he has said that he grew up watching samurai films. The old black and white samurai films, and that is a huge influence where everything was shown as larger than life in these old samurai flicks, where samurais who were 10 feet tall, you know what I mean? So, like, you can tell that he grew up and he loved samurais, he loved Japan, he loved this culture, and then they went and they scouted the island, they talked to the people, they learned the culture, they did their fucking homework. That is what separates a good game from a great game. And see, that's what I mean when I say, like, it's all about doing your research. The team that made this game, the team that's making Ghost of Yotai, it's the same team, are American. But this game is so authentic to the time period, to the culture, to the island, that the actual people of Japan love this. That the actual people of Tsushima Island love this game. Because they did the fucking research. If they had just, didn't know what they're talking about, that's what I'm saying. It's the dedication. There are people, there's, this, I forget his name, uh, okay, yeah, Shinji Megami. Shinji Megami, or Shinji Megami, however you want to say it, like it says Japanese, he is a super influential director. He is the guy who created Resident Evil, and helped create Mega Man, and all kinds of stuff, you know what I mean? He's a big deal. He has said that he is jealous of this game, and that this is the type of Japanese game that he created. Okay? So you literally have, like, famous Japanese directors saying, holy shit, this is better than the games that Japanese people are making about Japanese. Which, from somebody who's as highly acclaimed as him, that is like just about the highest compliment that you can give somebody. Where a famous Japanese game director thinks that your game is good and is beating the competition. And, Japanese people are notoriously resistant to outside culture. They're really finicky, and if you don't do it the right way, it pisses them off. As you said yourself, they very held on to their customs and the tradition. Oh, hey, Rhodes, good to see you. So, if somebody makes a Japanese game and it's not authentic, Japanese people are gonna fucking tell you. They're not gonna hold back any punches. They're gonna say, oh, this is made by an outsider. This is clearly made by a Westerner who doesn't really understand. You know what I mean? They can be relentless. Japanese people do not like it when you fuck up their culture. They would rather Westerners not bother than to make something that's bad. the Python picks, that was, you thinking different Rose, babe? That's, yeah, we have two different people called Rose. But the fact that Japanese people, the fact that Japanese people love this game so much, that it literally became the best-selling Sony Japanese game by a Western dev company, shows the quality of the work here. Where this was literally outselling many similar games that Sony did. There has never been a game made by Sony America, because there's Sony America, Sony Europe, that has sold better than this one in Japan. Because usually they're very resistant. So a lot of games that will sell very well in America won't sell very well in Japan. So for this game to be an American-made game by an American team, and for it to do fucking numbers in Japan, is like the highest praise. Like, I remember when this game came out, they literally, yeah. Well, you know what, it's like I said, this game has a very particular flavor, and that is, you know, kind of what they're going for, but I can understand your complaints that you want more customization of the character, and I do agree with you that Yotai is seeming to be listening to the feedback, because you're still a fixed character, you're Atsu, you know, she's a defined character, but you have a lot more freedom in how you make your character and play them. There's, you know, regular katana, dual katana, kasurigama, spears, flintlock rifles, and whatever other weapons. I think there's other ones they haven't unveiled yet. It seems like there's quite a bit of tools. So they're taking fan feedback. I mean, you're still, you know, it's not like Cyberpunk. You're not making your own character. It's still a very defined character. She is Atsu, but they're giving you a lot more freedom to play it around, whereas Jin is Jin and his tools are his tools. So, you know, and that hopefully should satisfy everybody, because you're still playing a defined character, but you have more freedom to fuck around, which I know that you appreciate. Well, it's never going to be completely realistic. That's kind of not what they're going for. They're kind of going for a larger-than-life kind of idealized picture of Japan. But, yeah, they're definitely improving in every way. Like I said, this game was actually made on a pretty modest budget. I mean, it's not indie, but this was kind of like a mid-tier. But with the huge unexpected success of this game, Ghost of Yotai is like the highest tier budget for Sony games. Like, they are wisely throwing like the fucking big bucks at the sequel, because this game wildly outsold their highest projections. This game actually outsold God of War 2018, which is fucking crazy. You know, because God of War had a huge marketing budget and the built-up IP of, you know, so many games, whereas Ghost of Tsushima is the first game in the series. Didn't have that marketing push, didn't have that name recognition. So the fact that Ghost of Tsushima was actually outselling God of War was fucking insane. Like, Sony expected this game to sell, but they didn't expect it to sell nearly as well as it did. Like, this game, like, outgrossed their highest expectations. So, like, they are throwing infinitely more money at Ghost of Yotai. Like, it makes Ghost of Yotai, like, budget makes this game look small and conservative. So, yeah. Well, you get what I'm saying. I'm not even talking about God of War as a game. I'm talking about, like, in terms of sales impact, for this game to be outselling God of War in its first year is crazy for a first-time game. For a starting game in the series. God of War has been around for, you know, better part of 20 years. So, you know, it has, like, that name brand, that marketing. So the fact that Ghost of Tsushima was selling that well, I mean, like, sold like 10 times more than they thought. Actually, hold on. I'm actually curious what the sales numbers are up to now. I think they announced just recently that it hit a new sales milestone. Like, the game has continued to sell very well. So Sony wisely is like, okay, this game was an unexpected hit. So for the next game, we're throwing all the money at it. We're making this a main pillar of PlayStation going forward, which, I mean, everybody loved Ghost of Tsushima, so, like, they were smart. That was, a wise decision. If it does really, really, really well, you capitalize on that. Yes, okay? As of September, yes, Sucker Punch is great. One of these days, I've got to introduce Sammy, one of these days I've got to introduce Sammy to the other games in their catalog. Sly Cooper, she's never seen Sly Cooper. She hasn't seen me play Infamous. Remember, she didn't game for a while, so yeah. And actually, I could probably do that soon. Uh, uh, Sammy sent out the laptop yesterday. She had the laptop she got me, I mentioned, in the capture card. She had that, but she had to wait until she got paid to send it. Yeah, Infamous 2 is really good. I do agree. Uh, but she was finally able to send out the laptop and the capture card. She had to wait until she had the money. It's an expensive international shipping, and of course I don't blame her for that. But she was finally able to send it out, so I should get it in the next 6 to 9 days. So I'm this close to getting the laptop and the capture card. And once I get the laptop and the capture card, I should be able to capture PS3 because it has HDMI. Pretty much anything that uses HDMI can seamlessly work with the capture card. So that's great because uh, I love PS3. So, with the laptop and the capture card, I can directly capture it from my PS3 and play, Infamous, Ratchet and Clank, Resistance, all these PS3 games that I can't normally play that I own, like Metal Gear Solid 4. I own Metal Gear Solid 4. I can't stream it, so, that I'm excited for that, and I'll be able to introduce Sammy to their older catalog. Uh, And well, you know what I mean. Like if I haven't been able to stream it, I haven't been able to play it. So my PS3's kind of been gathering dust in my closet. But now that I have the laptop and the capture card, I can set it up and actually stream PS3 games, and I'm looking forward to that. PS3 is one of my favorite generations of hardware for Sony. So yeah, a lot of games I can introduce you to. Yeah, they've already confirmed that Metal Gear Solid 4 is coming to the Master Collection Volume 2. It's just a question of when. So they already said, like they basically said tongue-in-cheek that Metal Gear Solid 4 is coming. Because they said, well, they asked them, is Metal Gear Solid 4 going to be on the Master Collection Volume 2? And they said, well, Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 were on the first collection. So they're like, you guys have a pretty good idea what's going to be on there. So they all but confirmed 4 is coming. Yeah. And the internet, being the internet, they've already data mined the website, the Master Collection website, and they found Volume 2, and under the data files, it listed Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Solid 5. So, at the very least, Volume 2 will have Peace Walker, MGS4, and MGS5. Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain. It will probably have more than that, because, Volume 1 wasn't just 1, 2, and 3, it was also Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2, Snake's Revenge. Yeah. Uh, so, at the very least, Metal Gear Solid 4 is coming. What else is going to be on there? Who knows? I'm hoping they'll put the Twin Snakes on there. It has never been officially re-released. it's a bitch to gain a legit copy of it. And it uses the same engine that MGS 2 and 3 did, so it's time for Twin Snakes to be re-released. So, like the first collection had 7. So, Peace Walker, 4 or 5, and then I'm assuming there's going to be a couple more at least. Yeah, exactly. It's just we don't know when it's coming. But like I said, they've already said, you guys can guess what games are going to be on there if you know the series. It's been data mined from the website. Like, it's all but confirmed, at least those 3. And like I said, hopefully a couple others, like the Twin Snakes. And I'm hoping Portable Ops. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Portable Ops, because it's the only mainline Metal Gear that's not made by Kojima, and you can kind of tell. It still needs to be included for posterity. You know what I mean? And actually, I might wind up liking Portable Ops a lot more with the revised control scheme. Because, I like Peace Walker, but it was really hobbled by the PSP's layout. And when they did the HD collection, they greatly improved the control scheme of Peace Walker, and we gave it modern controls with the dual analog stick, and they upped the frame rate because Portable Ops and Peace Walker both ran at 20 FPS because they were so intensive on PSP hardware, and then the HD collection of Peace Walker upped it to 60. So if they give if they give Portable Ops a makeover to 60 FPS, and then they give it a modern control scheme, I might have to reevaluate it. But as things stand right now, I don't really like it that much. But it should still be included because it is a main Metal Gear game. They directly reference it in 4. It's not a spinoff, you know what I mean? So it absolutely should be on there. Just for posterity. Because the goal is to get all of the main games on modern hardware. So you can play the main Metal Gear series from start to finish on PS5 and Switch. That's the goal. So all of the main games need to be there, and Portable Ops is one of the main games. So, and they're really close too, because we already have Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2. Yeah, it is. It is great. Yeah, I agree. Metal Gear Solid 5 is awesome. Uh, uh, I'm trying to figure out the way to put it. Yeah, okay. So we already have Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3. And then the NES versions, because they're like totally different. Snake's Revenge. So that flops. If we get Twin Snakes, Portable Ops, Peace Walker 4 and 5, the whole main series will be playable from start to finish. We just need those 5. Those are the only remaining ones of the main series. And I absolutely consider Twin Snakes as a main game. So, like, we're this close to getting the whole series, and that's what I want, of course. I want to be able to play the whole MGS series on modern hardware. And Sammy's already seen me play Metal Gear Solid 3. I introduced her to Metal Gear Solid 3 a while back, like last week, I believe, because I'm getting Delta. I'm getting Delta, and I wanted her to be able to compare it to the original 3. You can't really appreciate all the improvements that Delta makes if you don't have the original game for reference. So I showed her just the basic gameplay of 3. I didn't show her the story. I want to leave the story as a surprise. Yeah. I want to leave the story as a surprise because the story of Metal Gear Solid 3 is so great that I want Sammy to be going in blind. But I showed her the basic gameplay of 3. So she has a basic reference for what the original 3 is like so she can appreciate all the improvements that Delta makes. And yeah, I mean, we're almost a month away. That's crazy. We're like right around the corner too. In just a couple of days, it'll be less than a month till Delta comes out. I'm fucking pumped. I can't wait, dude. Delta looks so great. You know, keep the story the same, and some people actually wanted them to change the story. I don't understand that because people. Why would you want them to change the fucking story of Metal Gear Solid 3? It's perfect. They would be more likely to fuck up the story. The story of MGS3 does not need changing. The only thing that needed updating was the general gameplay because it kind of feels clunky now. Yeah, exactly. Uh, and the graphics. I don't want them to change the story of 3. I know some people were like upset that they didn't like recast the story and rewrite it. No. I'm like the story needs to stay. It's the same thing that happened with The Last of Us. You know, when they remade The Last of Us 1, the people were upset they didn't rewrite the story. Dog. The Last of Us is like a fucking perfect video game story. What would you change? It's perfect. Like, they upgraded the graphics and the gameplay. That's all they needed to do with The Last of Us. I would have been more upset if they had rewritten the story. That's what I'm saying. So Delta is exactly what I want it to be. Taking Metal Gear Solid 3, that's over 21 years old now, amazing how time flies, updating the gameplay, giving it modern graphics, calling it a day. Like, I'm more than happy with that. Yeah, exactly.
Huh? I'm right here.
Ah, damn it. Oh no. You're not getting away. Don't start something you can't finish, son. But yeah, like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. August is going to be a crazy month, actually. I'm actually really looking forward to August. Summer's going out with a bang, dude. Like, Mafia of the Old Country, August 8th. That looks fucking great, man. A mob game set in the early 19th century in Sicily with the birthplace of the mob and horseback riding in a mob game. Sign me up. Then on the 22nd, Dying Light the Beast looks fucking awesome. Basically, Dying Light 3. Then 28th, boom, Delta. Like, August is packed. Those 3 games are awesome. I can't wait to play them. It is, yeah. And then in September, we have Silent Hill F. Silent Hill F looks fucking sick. Looks really awesome. Then in October, we have Ghost of Yotai. Looks fucking awesome. Like I've been telling Samantha how awesome Ghost of Yotai looks. And then Chronos, The New Dawn, supposed to come out sometime in fall, they said. Made by the same team that did Silent Hill 2 remake. Looks fucking awesome. It said 1980s Poland, like Then the holiday suite, they haven't announced that yet. Yeah, it's very heavily melee focused. It's very unique. Yeah, I like Downpour. Oh shit, yeah, that's right. Once I get a capture card, I can introduce Samantha to the rest of the Silent Hill games. Samantha saw me play a good chunk of Silent Hill 2 Remake, and she loved it, as I thought she would. She's into all that spooky shit like me. But obviously I could only show her the most recent one. Once I get that laptop, it'll be no issue to emulate the old games. Well, yeah, I will be able to on PS3 at least. I won't. My laptop won't be good enough to emulate it because PS3 emulation is a bitch. But I can capture it from my PS3. But obviously Downpour comes later. First I would introduce her with Silent Hill 1, O.G., and then Silent Hill 2, and then Silent Hill 3, Silent Hill 4. You know what I mean? Go through the whole series. So yeah, because my laptop has about 4 gigs of RAM. Nothing crazy, obviously. That's not disparaging Samantha's computer that she got for me. It's a fucking amazing computer. But while it's not going to bench press Crysis, 4 gigs is more than enough for pretty much everything up to PS2, GameCube, Xbox, so NES, SNES, Nintendo 64, PS1, PS2, Xbox. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll definitely probably be playing ill. It looks good. Uh, but yeah, the laptop that she's sending me is pretty much more than capable of everything up to Wii, probably. You know? So that's a lot of shit right there. PS1, PS2, 64, GameCube, original Xbox, and Nintendo DS, Game Boy Advance. Ha! Yeah, so many games. Like when Samantha surprised me, like I said, it was really cool. It was such a great moment for me. Uh, I never asked her. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah. Now I didn't think about that. You're right. You suggest Terry Angama. That's SNES, right? I'm pretty sure it's SNES. Yeah, definitely. I can now. Yeah. Of course, I'm open to suggestions. Uh, but so yeah. A guy comes in and watches my streams. His name is Matt, and he's super cool. That guy, you may have seen him in the streams before. He's in the Discord. He's Matt Ice. Matisse. He asked me. He's like, "Hey, can you play Xbox games? Can you stream Switch games?" And I'm like, "No, I can't, because I stream PlayStation because that's what has built-in streaming." And I told him, I said, I was just being honest. Once I get a laptop and a capture card, I can stream whatever. And Samantha remembered that, even though, like I said, it wasn't even like me trying to get her to buy it for me. I never asked her. She just remembered me saying that, and then for Prime Day, they had a laptop for a really good price, and she just bought it for me. And then, oh, hey, by the way, I bought you a laptop and a capture card and a mouse. And I'm like, no fucking way. And like, it fucking blew my mind. And it's really cool. The capture card that she got me has full HDMI pass-through, so I can play the game on the TV while it's sending the footage to the laptop. Because, oh wow, that's great. See, yeah, that's super helpful. Uh, yeah, I will take you up on that when I get it, for sure. But yeah, it blew me away. Because she remembered that, like, one thing that I said, you know, and it was just because I was telling the dude honestly, I'm sorry, I couldn't play that. And weeks later, she remembered that, you know what I mean? And then, oh, by the way, I got you a laptop and a capture card. And I'm like, no fucking way. Like, that made my whole week. I was like over the moon. I'm like, no, you didn't. And I'm like, what? And she was excited too, because she was like, I was going to wait, but she's like, I just can't hold back my excitement. I've got to tell you. And I called her up on the phone. And I told her, like, I need to explain to you just how big of a thing you've done. Because she knew it was important to me. She didn't understand the scope of it. And I'm like, I told her, without hyperbole, you have opened the door for me to stream literally thousands of games that I couldn't stream before. That is not hyperbole. Literally thousands. All of the NES library, all the SNES library, all the Nintendo 64, all PS1, all PS2, like thousands of games. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. I love her. And she loves me. Like, we're a great couple. That's why we're engaged. I'm gonna marry this bitch. I'm gonna marry that bitch. Gonna fucking lock that shit down. She makes me so happy. Like, you have no idea how happy she makes me. She's brought, like, so much happiness into my life. And you know me. I'm not usually a happy person. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, she knew it was a big deal. Because I told her that I was trying to get a laptop and a capture card. She didn't understand how big, and I had to call her on the phone and like so I could explain it to her. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot to say over text. And just like literally Atari, Genesis, Saturn, PS1, PS2, Wii, GameCube, Nintendo 64, PSP, DS, Game Boy Advance. I'm like all the like so many. And even for like PS5, I'll be able to use OBS. So even when I stream PS5 games, I'll be able to have better equipment because I have a full dedicated capture thing instead of just the built-in Sony stuff. So even the games I'm already playing, I'm going to be able to stream better and design like the layout, with the computer. And then I can stream Switch games because Switch obviously has no built-in streaming. Now with the capture card, it can. So I can finally stream Switch. My Switch has been collecting fucking dust. I can do Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, obviously, Xenoblade, Xenoblade 2, Xenoblade 3, Super Mario Odyssey, Donkey Kong, like the whole Switch library, Luigi's Mansion 3, all these Switch games that I own, but I couldn't stream because obviously Nintendo is 10 years behind the fucking times and has no built-in streaming. So I'll actually be able to stream my Switch games. And I love Switch. I've been really focused on making partner with my channel, so if I can't stream it, I haven't been playing it. So, like that, I have a Series X. I can stream that properly, because, like, technically I can stream a Series X already, but it's the Twitch, and I fucking hate Twitch. I gave Samantha a whole spiel about how much I fucking hate Twitch. And there is no built-in YouTube streaming on Xbox, so yeah. Yes. For sure. Exactly. I already have a Steam account, believe it or not. They, to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Half-Life 2, they, uh, gave away for free. So I made a Steam account. So I technically already have a Steam account. I only have the one game, Half-Life 2 anniversary, you know what I mean? When they did the big anniversary update for Half-Life 2. But I have a game. I have a Steam account. So once I get a PC and I get money, I can buy more games. I already have an account. And, Black Mesa. I'm a huge Half-Life fan. I haven't been able to play Black Mesa. Yeah, she's going to get me a proper PC down the line. But of course, the end goal is for me to eventually move to Wales to be with Sammy. She's in the UK. And I'm going to end up living with her, and that's when she's going to get me a PC. Obviously, it would be a fucking nightmare to try and transport a PC in a tower to the UK. So, right now she's just getting me a laptop. Yes. You'll have to send me a list of recommendations. Yes, exactly. So the laptop is just to give me extra shit right now, you know. Uh, I want you to remember, Rose, to send me a list, okay, on Discord later tonight, tomorrow, whatever. Because I will forget some of these games because you're throwing a lot of games out there, and I want to remember them. So just write me a list of recommendations, and I'll keep it, and I'll put a pin in it. And when I get the laptop and the capture card in the next week or so, I will make a list of getting those games and doing a suggestion because I want to, obviously honor the request you made, and because we have a very similar taste in a lot of games. So I'm sure I'll like Terigama, I'm sure I'll like the Cat Lady, and I want to remember. So just give me a list of recommendations, and I will make sure to put a pin in it and go back and get that when I get the laptop. I don't want to forget, you know what I mean? Yeah, but like I said, it blew me away. It made my whole fucking week. I thought that I'm on track to make partner by the end of the year. If everything goes well, obviously with YouTube, there's no guarantees. Sometimes you have a good month on YouTube, and I have a lot of views. Sometimes I'll have less views. It ebbs and flows. But I should be on track to reach YouTube partner by the end of this year. So I was thinking, yes, thank you. That's very helpful. It really is. I'm still new to PC gaming. I've been a console peasant, so it's going to be a learning curve. Any help is greatly appreciated. Yeah. So, I was thinking, okay, I get YouTube partner by the end of this year, and then maybe next year after I save up some money, I'll get a laptop and a capture card. Maybe next year. So, like, her getting me the laptop and the capture card now just fucking blew my mind. You know what I mean? I'm really stoked. I can't even begin to like explain how pumped I am for this. Like, it's such a game changer. Oh, okay. But I'm fucking super pumped. And you know me, I love playing a lot of older games. And I haven't really been able to stream any of the older games because, well, I don't have a fucking laptop and a capture card. Like, so many older games I'm going to be able to stream now. So many. For example, Sammy, one thing I'm really looking forward to showing you, Shadow Hearts. Shadow Hearts is one of my all-time favorite game series, and I think you will fucking love it. It is a RPG that is set in World War I, Europe and Asia. And it is a mixture of history, fantasy, and horror, and Lovecraft. So, you have the World War I influence, you have the Lovecraftian influence, the real world countries, like you go all over Europe, all over Asia, and it's got really spooky shit in it. It's a borderline horror game. It actually, when I first played Shadow Hearts, it actually scared the shit out of me. There's a couple of parts. I'm not going to spoil because I want you to see them fresh. that are really fucking creepy. It takes a lot to creep me out. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing the Singing City Remastered. And Sammy has loved it thus far because she loves history and she loves Lovecraft.
Get around him!
And they did a really good job with the remaster. The original Sinking City Rose was on PS. It was on Unreal 4. They basically went back through the game and upgraded it to 5 with way better lighting. Sinking City looks amazing. They did a really fucking good job. It was already a really pretty game. It looks even better now. And obviously, it's a game where the lighting and the mood is really important. So all that extra lighting is awesome. Oh shit, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely. Once I get the laptop and capture card, that'd be fucking awesome. I actually forgot they did that. That they actually did that so you could share games with people on Steam. That's cool. Because I'm not going to have any built-in, PC games, you know what I mean? I will have to start building my library up basically from zero because I've never really had a PC for gaming or laptop. Well, we all got weird games in there, Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know how that works. Haha. Okay. Well, either way, obviously you don't have to, but it'd be a great help. Right now I have no PC games, you know what I mean? I'm essentially starting an entire new library from scratch once I get the laptop. Well, I have Half-Life 2, because it was free, but other than that, got nothing. So... Well, I appreciate it. And yeah, we've been friends for a long time, so... You think if there's anybody you could trust to add to your family, it would be me. I'm not gonna fuck you. Like, me and Rose have been friends for years. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I was gonna say, after all this time, after all the years that we've been friends, if you can't trust me to be in your Steam family kind of this time, then I'm like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? We've been friends for a while.
Help me! You'll be free soon. Bless you.
I'm trying to think of how long we've been friends. At least 3 years.
Go. Be well.
Please, take this.
Bare minimum, yeah, like 3 years.
Ready for anything.
Yeah. Well, you know, I really care about you, Rose. You're a dear friend to me, you know that. Yeah, late 20, yeah, wow. Yeah. Yeah, wow, it's been almost 4 years then. Shit. How time flies. Oh, now I feel old. Can't believe I'm gonna be 30 next year. That's crazy to me. Yeah, we've been friends for a long time. And you know, I've always had your back. In any way that I could. Sometimes I really wish I could help you more. But you know, or you should know, that I've always had your back. Any time that I could help you, I did. And, you know, I didn't explain in detail to Samantha, but Samantha knows about your jail situation, what happened there a little bit, that you went away for a while. And she knows, you know, that you had a lot of people who you thought you were your friends.
Here, you.
Damn it. Hold on, let me restart the checkpoint. I'm trying to get in undetected. But yeah, I explained to Samantha, not like super in detail, but I explained, you know, you went to jail, and a lot of people you thought were your friends just fucking abandoned you.
Here, you.
And I was not one of those people. I stood by you. I mean, I guess that just shows you who's really your friend and who's not. If somebody's only your friend, man, while you're doing good, they're not your friend. So, if anything, they did you a favor. I know it hurts. Like, I know that it hurts to lose people that you care about. But at the end of the day, if they're not going to be there for you when you need them, then they're not worth having around. And they did you a favor. Now you see them for who they truly are. Their true colors. And, you know, so you got rid of some fair weather friends. And the people that stuck around, you know, are there for you. So it's a blessing in disguise, really. Because you definitely deserve a lot better than that shit. And I've been there. I've had people I thought were my friends forever fucking betray me. Yeah, that's so sad. I'm sorry. Those are people that just have your back the most. I've had people that I thought were my friend, that loved me, that I thought cared about me more than anyone else, kick me at my weakest. You know, I've explained it to you. I told Samantha I was friends with this guy for like 6 years. And I genuinely thought this guy was going to be my friend forever, that we were going to be lifelong bros. Well, I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And right after my grandma was murdered, he was like, "Oh, you've been really tough to be around." I'm like, "Yeah, no fucking shit. I wonder why. Right after somebody that I deeply loved was murdered, why I might be difficult to be around. Maybe I'm going through the earth-shattering emotional turmoil? Maybe I'm dealing with fucking grief? How important my fucking grandma was to me, and she's fucking murdered? And this is like, literally, this is like less than a month later. So my grandma died in May. This happened in June, and it's like, it's still fresh, man. Like, that fucking devastated me. And so, like, my grandma was everything to me. She was like my best friend. I loved her so much. And I was so fucking lost. I was so lost without her. And that was when I needed a friend the most. You know? And that's when he decides to stop being my friend. Like, when I'm at my fucking lowest, when I need him the most. And like I said, I've been friends with this guy for like 6 years. I genuinely thought he had my back forever. He was like a brother to me. And I can't even begin to tell you how badly that betrayal fucking hurt me. I would have died for that man. And when I needed him the most, when I was suffering from somebody I loved being brutally taken from me, that is when he decides to kick me while I'm down. It's not something that you ever forget. So I know exactly what it's like to have somebody you care about fuck you. And just like I said, just the sheer, like, out of touchness. Like, man, you've been really hard to be around lately. Like, no fucking shit. And by that he meant that I was kind of moody. And yeah, have somebody you love be murdered. Cruelly murdered. And you tell me if you're not going to be emotional for a while after that. Okay? You know, and I, like... Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That was terrible. You know, and... Oh, it was just fucked. This is somebody that I loved. Right? Right? Thank you. Thank you, Samantha. Like, I was flabbergasted. Like, how could you, like... This guy, he's this guy who is super close to his grandma, had his grandma murdered. He's also really emotional. I wonder why, like, 2 plus 2 equals 4. Yeah. And I was always there for that dude. Anytime that he needed me, I was fucking there for him. I would have fucking taken a bullet for that man. And then when I'm at my lowest fucking point, when I am just like so low and devastated and hurt and angry, it's bad enough to lose somebody you care about. It's an entirely different thing to have somebody you love be murdered. You know, because, like, if my grandma had died from natural causes, I would have been sad. I would have been hurt. But I could have said, well, you know, she's just old. Ah, fuck, I'm trying to... She's old. You know, it would have hurt. I still would have been really upset. But I could have said, you know, she was old, she passed. But she literally died from somebody else's malfeasance. She would have lived if it wasn't for them. Pretty much, yeah. And on top of which, the people that did what they did to her pretty much got away with it scot-free. They will never face any repercussions. And that's not something that I had any control over. Okay? But, you know, knowing that somebody else did that, and knowing that unequivocally that they were going to get away with it, fucks you up inside. The people who did that to her will never be held accountable. They will never face justice. Yeah, I appreciate you, and I try to support you. I know that what you went through has got to be really rough, you know? You know, she's been gone. She's been gone 6 years now. And it still hurts. I still think about her all the time. I still get emotional. I can still hear the sound of her voice. I can still feel her playing with my hair while I sat in her chair. I remember the things she used to say, you know? It's, yeah. It is, it's just, it's a type of pain that you never really get over. You know? And she was a good person. She didn't deserve any of it. She was such a good person. And she died in a really miserable, really painful way. She suffered. She suffered a lot. If you need to go to bed, Sam, you can. I know it's getting really late for you. You already stayed way past your bedtime for me, and I appreciate it. You know? But like I said, she suffered. She suffered greatly. She did not get to pass peacefully. She was in excruciating pain because of what they did to her. And because of their fuck-up, I was not able to wish her goodbye. So, she was in great pain, and she basically died alone. And every time I think about that, it brings me to my fucking knees. Hurts, you know? And yeah, I was moody, I was bitter, I was hurt, and I'm sure that I was not super great to be around because I was dealing with the pain of the situation. I'm having one of the only people that I loved one of the only people that ever accepted me, that understood me, that didn't see me as a fucking freak, be brutally murdered and taken away from me. So, I'm sure that I was moody and hateful and difficult to be around right after. But you'd think that I could get a little bit of grace for that, you know? I feel like anybody who really loves somebody and they had them taken away from them like that would be fucked up. You know, and this is somebody that I loved. I loved this man. I say that unironically, in a strictly platonic way. I love this man like a brother. And when I needed him the most, he kicked me while I was fucking down. And I will never forget that. Especially, like I said, I was always there for him. I definitely didn't deserve the way he treated me. Like I said, I was a great friend to him. I was always there when he needed me. And then it's like the one time that I really need him, that is when he decides to do that bullshit. Sweet. So, I'm sorry, I know I went on a tangent, I apologize. I just trying to explain to you that I deeply, deeply fucking understand what it's like to have somebody turn their back on you when you need them the most. That says they're your friend. I know that pain. And you know, I can say I wasn't like him. You know, Max, his grandfather died earlier this year. And I did everything I could to be there for him, to be a good friend. I consoled him. I let him know, anytime you need to talk about the pain, I'm here. If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to talk about it. If you're upset, you can be upset, you can vent, you know. When his grandfather died, obviously I couldn't make that hurt go away. But I did the best that I could to be understanding and be sympathetic and to be there for him. And not do what that fucker did to me. And it's the same, you know, like the same thing with you, Rose. I try to be there for you. I wish I could do more for you. I really do. But I've always tried to do the best that I could. Same with Samantha. I'm not always the best at dealing with situations. I am autistic. And sometimes I'm super awkward and maybe I don't handle things as much as I should. And that's me just saying the truth. Sometimes I can be clumsy. But I genuinely try to be there for the people that I care about. I try to be there for you. I try to be there for Max, Alex, Steph, Emily. I try to be a good friend. You know, because I never expected him to be perfect. We're all human. We make mistakes. And it can be tricky to navigate grief, especially somebody else's grief. But if he had tried to be a good friend to me, it would have been enough. If he had just fucking tried, but instead it's just like, oh, you're being tough to be around right now. Well, fuck you, I'm not gonna be your friend anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't expect him to be a grief counselor. I just expected him, give me some fucking support. Say, yeah, I'm here for you, not, well, you're being difficult. Yeah, no fucking shit. No fucking shit, I'm being difficult. I'm sorry. And, like, it wasn't like I'm trying to be difficult with him. I was difficult in general. I was dealing with some serious shit. I was fucking devastated. And after that happened, I pretty much basically lost all of my friends. My grandma was gone, he was gone, I didn't have a whole lot of friends. I still don't. Like, I keep my circle small, so it's like I was in like the darkest days of my life and I had no one. I had nowhere to turn to. I had nobody to talk to. And I pretty much didn't have friends for a few years. I actually stopped, like, trying to go out and make friends after that. That hurt me so bad that I was afraid to trust anybody. For like 2 or 3 years, I just kind of shut down. Yeah, exactly. And then... Yeah, exactly. He did me a favor, yeah. Somebody like that's not worth keeping around. I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, I know what it's like, that type of betrayal, to have somebody that you love so much. Like, I love this man, like a brother, just when you're at your lowest point, just fucking stick the knife in and betray you. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a fucking deep betrayal. It's like I could literally deal with anybody else but you doing this to me. You're the one person I thought had my fucking back. That was genuinely my friend. The one person that I counted on. I'm used to people treating me like shit. I'm used to people acting like I'm a freaking weirdo. I'm weird. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't know how to handle weird, and so they treat you like shit. I was used to people treating me like shit. I wasn't used to him. He's the one person I wanted to be in my fucking corner. And like after that, I kind of shut down. I didn't want friends anymore. And then I met Rose. She was explaining, she saw me streaming. Uh, or she saw me making videos. She saw a video of mine about Death Stranding, the original Death Stranding. Then she started my channel. She saw me streaming, so she started joining streams. And we talked a lot. We became friends. And then, Emily came in. And then I opened the Discord, and people came to Discord, and I've kind of gradually built my friend circle back up. And you, of course, babe, you're in my life now. You're my best friend, obviously. The best friend that I want to have sex with, but still. And I've kind of gradually rebuilt that. But for, like, a long time after that, I was just, like, so betrayed. Yes, I agree. I agree with you. It was like, I was so afraid to trust anybody again that I just kind of shut down. There was like a big period where, like, for over 2 years, I just gave up on having friends, and I literally just kind of stuck to myself. Because that, like, betrayal was so deep. It hurt me so deep that was afraid somebody would hurt me again. Yeah. Pretty much, Rose and Emily. Emily was there for me after my grandma died, and she's Still my friend to this day. And, you know, I can't tell you how important it was. And especially because I was looking to talk to somebody after she died. And not even just about her, just about anything. I was lonely. And I posted in a horror group looking for friends. And she answered. And we bonded over horror. Same as with you. Yeah. Well, you don't need to take the credit. I can give you the credit. You were a huge influence on my life. And she was just there for me, you know? And I guess that just shows you some of these real colors where Emily was more supportive to me when she barely knew me than this guy that I knew for 6 years. Like, Emily, Emily had been my friend for a couple weeks, and she was super supportive of me about my grandma. So, you know, Emily was a better friend to me in a week than that fucking dude ever was. In 6 years. You know? It's just how it goes sometimes. I don't know about the whole world. But I definitely would take the suffering away from the people I care about if I could. You know, my mom, I love my mom. I love my mom more than life itself. She's always in such pain. There's virtually never any time when my mother's not in pain. And I mean that. She deals with constant pain on a daily basis. And if I could take that pain away from my mother, of course I would, in a fucking heartbeat. Yeah. Well, I think you're already doing it. You're just being a good person, you know? Sometimes, Rose, being a good person is enough. You've already made a difference in my life. You made a difference in the group. Just by being you, by not being a piece of shit. Sometimes that's all it takes, is not being a piece of shit. Sometimes the right person in the wrong place can make all the difference. You know? And that's what people don't seem to realize. They I'm trying to figure out the way to put it. They think that in order to change the world, in order to make the world a better place, that you have to do some huge grand gesture, storm the castle. And sometimes you just have to be a decent fucking human being. Because decency, kindness, love, respect are in short supply in our world. So just by being a decent human being, sometimes that's all it takes to make the world a better place. By not being a fucking dick. You don't need to do some grand heroic gesture. You don't need to storm the beach. Just being there for somebody. You know, just to talk to, man. Like, you would be amazed. You would be amazed at just the difference that you can make in somebody's life by just giving them somebody to talk to. You know? Just so they don't feel like they're fucking alone. Just giving somebody your ear. Just giving them a few minutes of your time so that they can feel like they can talk to somebody who can listen. And that is, Lord knows that I'm not perfect. I have a lot of faults. I'm the furthest thing from perfect. But I can tell you that I have tried to be that person for my friends. I've told you, I've told Samantha, I've told Steph, I've told Max, Emily, that if they need to talk to somebody, reach out to me. And I will do the best that I can to be there for you. Obviously, I wish I could do more, but I've always tried to be there for my friends. Even if it's just to listen. Like I said, like that, you know, sometimes that's all it takes is just somebody to make someone feel like they fucking care. Like anybody cares about them. I have been in a situation where I looked around and all I saw was enemies. And I felt like nobody cared about me. Like I could fucking disappear. That sucks. I'm sorry about that. You think that would be the least somebody could do, is just to reach out on your behalf. You know, like you're literally asking somebody to talk to somebody else. Literally. Hey, this person wanted me to inform you they're in jail. Okay. Because, see, I told you, Samantha, that Rose went to jail for a few years, and she wasn't able to reach out to me. So I did not know what had happened. I thought that she didn't want to be friends with me anymore. And in the circumstances, can you blame me? Somebody's responding to you, and then they just stop responding to you. Yeah, that's really shitty. I agree. And then, it hurt because I thought me and Rose were friends, and I cared about her. And then, uh, after she got out of jail, she reached out to me again. And when she explained what had happened, I'm like, oh, okay. And, like, it got rid of the hurt feelings. Because, like, I didn't know. Nobody told me, like she said, nobody reached out to me. So I just thought she just didn't want to talk to me anymore. And that hurt. When she explained, hey, I was indisposed, I couldn't talk to anybody, I'm like, oh, okay, then, and I forgave her. Well, you know what I mean. Obviously, there's nothing to forgive, but it changes it. It's a very different situation when somebody was incarcerated and they can't talk to you than somebody just deciding, fuck you, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. It's a total different situation. And I'm like, okay, that makes me feel a lot better that you didn't just say, well, fuck you. So after she explained to me what had happened, we put that behind us and we've been friends again ever since. But at the time, I didn't know that, so I just felt like they're like, "Oh, fuck this guy," you know. And in all fairness, I've had people do that to me before. People meet me, and I think they're my friend, and then they're weird, and then they just say "fuck me" and ghost me. I've had girlfriends do that. Yeah, yeah, you were. Yeah, I can kind of see that. You would have been. You were in a really dark place. Not that I blame you. You basically went to jail for defending yourself of all the fucking things that they could jail you for. That would be such a terrible feeling. You're in fucking jail, you're dealing with hardened criminals, and all you did was defend yourself. It's awful. Like I said, I challenge anyone to be in that situation and not get fucked up by that. That's a lot of shit to go through. Then you lose friends. You find out these people didn't really have your back. Your family turns their back on you. Yeah, I don't envy your situation. It was a fucking terrible situation to be in. And all I can do now is just be your friend now. And I definitely have. I definitely could be better about reaching out more, and I'm sorry. I've had a lot going on in my life right now. You can ask Samantha, a lot of shit's been going on. I've been sick. I got real badly sick, and I'm just now starting to come out on the other end of it. I'm feeling slightly better. I'm still, uh, oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. That's gotta suck. Uh, I'm coming out on the other side of it now. Like, I'm not 100%, but I'm starting to feel like a human being again. Whatever virus I got was was dog shit. I felt like ass. You know what I mean? Like, you could be sick, and then you could be sick. I was fucking sick. You can ask Samantha, like, I was fucked up. This virus was no joke. The first, like, 2 days, man, I didn't do fucking anything. I sat there and just buried my face in the pillow. I was so fucking ill. Yeah, I was so fucking ill that like I didn't even want to stand up. That's how bad I felt. Uh, so I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to ignore you or um, anything like that. I'm sorry I haven't been better about reaching out to you. I'm definitely going to make an effort to reach out to you more, reach out to Steph more and all them. I've been so busy and so, like, fucked up with sickness that I haven't been reaching out to many people. Uh, like, even Samantha will tell you almost, yeah, I understand. I don't hold it against you either. I know you got a lot of shit going on. You're hunting for jobs. You were sick. Like that, I don't blame you. You're dealing with shit too. We both are just dealing with a lot of shit. It makes it hard to, spend time together. But yeah, I don't want you to get the impression I don't care about you. It's like the farthest thing on the people in this world that I do care about. But you can ask Samantha. I pretty much talk to Samantha every day. So like that whole first day, I did not say pretty much hardly anything to her because I was like so fucking sick. I didn't want to move. I wasn't gaming. I wasn't streaming. I wasn't doing fucking shit. God, I was sick. And I'm not 100%. I'm still congested a little bit, kind of nasally. I still don't feel 100%, but I'm way better than I was. Like the first couple of days, man, I felt like death. I was so fucking sick. I can't even remember the last time I've been that sick. I felt so bad. I mean, it was no fucking joke. It's like somebody hit me with a truck. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like I've had sicknesses where it's like it came on gradually, tickling your throat, and then you get worse and worse. This was like I'm okay in the morning. By the afternoon, I am fucking obliterated. It hit me so quickly. It knocked the wind out of me. I'm just, wow, I don't feel good. I feel really, really bad. I mean, it was awful. And, like, it spread so quickly. My aunt had it, and then, like, a day later, my dad had it, and then the day after that, I had it, and then the day after that, my mom had it. I mean, in, like, 24 hours, it spread through the whole house like fucking lightning. Oh my god, it was awful. Yes, exactly. People are so close-minded. They don't see the circumstances of her arrest. They don't see, oh, she went to jail for defending herself. They just see, oh, she's a felon. So she's been trying to find a job, and it's really hard for her to get a job and keep a job with people judging her. And then her family kicked her out. Her family turned their back on her, and she's now living with her boyfriend, which, her boyfriend's a super cool dude. He was there for her, and I'm so glad he was. Uh, but yeah, you get out of jail. Nobody wants to fucking hire you. Your family turns their back on you. All of a sudden, you're fucking homeless. She's been through a lot, and I wish. Yeah, probably. That's what I said. It felt like a flu. That's what it felt like to me. Like a really bad flu. Not COVID, you know what I mean? Like a super quick spreading flu. Like within like 4 days, everybody in the fucking house had it. It started from Terra and then it just spread like fucking wildfire. Like we were all fucking sick. So, I am just now starting to feel like myself again. Like I said, I'm still kind of congested. Uh, I'm still not 100%, but I'm 1,000 times better. I can function. For the first couple of days, man, oh my god, it was so bad. It was so fucking bad. Honestly, I think it might be well, thankfully you did. I'm glad you did. Like I said, now, like I said, it's a fucking injustice that you were ever in jail to begin with. Somebody tries to attack you, you defend yourself, and they die. That's literally, like, that's self-defense. And they pretty much got her for, like, the lesser charge of manslaughter, which is accidental death. But it's bullshit, because manslaughter should be, like, an accident. Like, you're drinking and you hit somebody, that's a vehicular manslaughter. Where it's an accident, but it's from malfeasance on your part. Like, you weren't doing your job, and you accidentally hit somebody. You mishandled chemicals. That's supposed to be manslaughter, not, oh, somebody attacked me and I defended myself, and in the course of me defending myself, they died. That should be self-defense. Like, it was an entire... Jesus. That's terrible, I'm sorry. So the entire thing was bullshit. And she went down for 2-3 years. And then, she gets out, and people just, they don't even see her. They don't look at her. They don't even see what she went in for. They fucking railroaded her. So yeah, I mean, I 100% feel bad for her. That whole situation is a fucking nightmare. Like, that would be the worst
You'll endanger
situation.
everyone inside if you start a fight.
The Mongols are starving and beating our elders, punishing them for a prisoner who escaped.
Your elders had nothing to do with that. Where are they being held?
One's near the shrine. We think the other two are in
God,
the
that
houses.
sucks. I'm so
I'm
sorry.
planning to get in. The gates are sealed shut.
There's an opening in the fence by the main gate. We used it as children to sneak out.
I'll use it to sneak in. Stay out of sight until I've opened all the gates.
Thank you, my lord.
And fucking rats. You think someone's your friend, they fuck you. That sucks. I'm sorry. That really is terrible. I would never fucking snitch on my friends. Never. I am not a fucking narc. And I told Samantha this. I told Samantha, even if she committed a crime, I'm not gonna snitch on you, friend. Ugh, Jesus, that's so great. I'm sorry. I've told Samantha. I've told my mother. I'll tell you. I am not the I will lie for you person. I am the I will help you hide the body friend. There is no fucking way in hell I would ever rat out my friends. Fucking ever. I am many things. I am many things. And a lot of them are not good. But I am not a fucking narc. I do not turn on my friends. I never have. I would never rat out my friends. I would never rat out my family members. If the fucking cops came to talk to me, they're not getting shit from me. That sucks. I'm sorry. That's awful. Actually, unfortunately, I think that's still illegal. I think you're all, in America, at least you're only allowed to marry one person still. I mean, I know you're joking, but I always thought that was kind of stupid. Like, it's against the law to legally marry more than one person. It's like somebody wants to marry 80 people, let them. You know what I mean? I mean, I wouldn't do it, but, like, if they're all consenting adults, man. Yeah. At least you got out. That's the important thing. And you're still young. You still have time, you know? Some people lose their whole lives in the joint, dude. You still have a life. And I mean, obviously, I'm not, like, trying to say that makes it okay. But I'm saying, you're still young, you still have your whole life ahead of you. Some people spend their whole lives in the can, and then, you have no life left. You're fucked. You know what I mean? You're still in your 20s. You still have a lot of life ahead of you. And you know you're not going to reoffend. You know, you're not doing something that's going to reoffend or whatever. You know what I mean? Because what happened was a freak accident to you. So you know you're not going back. Ugh. God, that's terrible. Yeah, you're 26. Exactly. You still have your whole life ahead of you, man. You're in the prime of your life. God. In case you're potentially confused, Samantha, Rose is trans. She's biologically a male, but she, you know, identifies as female. Because I know with you not knowing her backstory that her saying that might confuse you. And I don't really care. It's never bothered me. I know it bothers some people, but she's always been a good friend to me, and that's all that matters. She's always been a super great friend to me, and that's literally all I care about. Yeah. But you know me. I don't care what somebody's religion is. I don't care what their gender is. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't care that she, has fucked around with the occasional girl. As long as now that she's with me, she's with me. I actually dated this chick. I dated this chick when I was younger, when I was a teenager, who actually, she said that she was bi and she didn't consider it cheating if she fucked around with another girl. Because that's a girl, and I'm like, absolutely not. I'm like, it's somebody else. So, I don't care that Samantha has fucked around with chicks, been in a relationship with chicks, fuck chicks, it doesn't matter. As long as she, if you're with me, you're with me. I don't care what their fucking gender is. Anybody else is not me. And I explained that to her, and she agreed that was, a big thing when we first started dating. I'm like, I don't care if you're bi. Just, when you're with me, you're with me. I consider any kind of getting with another girl, anybody else who's not me, to be a betrayal. Because I've literally, like I said, had women who thought that was some kind of weird loophole. Like, oh, it's a girl, so that doesn't count. It's not me, bitch. It fucking does count. It 100% counts as cheating, dog. So ever since I had an experience with that bitch, I just make sure to stipulate. Okay, as long as you don't think, oh, it's some weird loophole. Anybody who's not me, I don't care if they have a Wang or a Vajang. They're not me. It's cheating. But, Samantha knows me. I don't care what somebody's race is. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what somebody's sexual preference you are. If you're gay, bi, whatever. I don't care if you're trans. As long as you're a good person, I'll be good to you. I've never cared about any of that. Yeah, it does. I don't care what your religion is. I've dated, I don't care about any of that shit. As long as you're good to me, I'll be good to you. I'm like one of the most tolerant people you'll ever meet. I don't even like to make fun of somebody's, weight. Because I think... Haha, that's funny. Yeah. I don't even believe in making fun of somebody's weight. Because when you make fun of somebody, like say somebody has offended you, or you don't like somebody, you should judge them on the contents of their character. And when you make any kind of reference to somebody's appearance, I find that to be underhanded and a low blow, and it means to me that your argument couldn't stand on its own. So you have to go with, oh, you're ugly. Like, great, we're fucking kids on the playground. So you'll hear me if there's somebody I don't like. Yeah, if you approach somebody else, then that's on you. Like, you're approaching somebody else. As long as you don't lie to somebody, I don't care. Some people will try to hide being trans and actually try to have sex with somebody without telling them. And that to me is crazy. Okay? You should not be going down to business. You should not be going down to business and not tell somebody, hey, I'm trans. Okay? But if somebody approaches you, you can't be mad at somebody. You made the first move, dog. Somebody didn't lie to you, you approached. You take that risk. As long as you're not trying to lie to somebody, which you're not, I don't care. Because that's lying. That's deceitful. That's not, that's uncool in any situation.
You don't scare me!
Yeah, exactly.
Let me go!
But, I'm sorry. Back to what I was saying. You will hear me, if I hate somebody, I don't like them, say, oh, you're a fucking asshole, you're a piece of shit, you're a douchebag, oh, that person is a cunt. If I really hate them, if I call somebody a cunt, it means I can't fucking stand them. Cunt is a word that I reserve for, I hate your fucking guts. Cunt, you know what I mean? You have to really, really upset me for me to use the C word. If I call somebody a cunt, I fucking loathe them. How often have you ever heard me say, oh, that person's ugly? Oh, that person's fat? You don't. You don't hear me say that to people. I'm sure you've heard me say somebody's a dick, somebody's a douchebag, because that is intrinsic to their character. Me calling somebody an asshole, a cunt, a douchebag, a piece of shit is saying that I think you're a bad person. You, as a person, you'll never hear me. Yes, exactly. Sex and gender are two different things. Okay? Gender norms are two different things. Gender is biology. Biology is real. Gender's norms are bullshit. Okay? If you were born with a female's anatomy, you're a female. That's biological fact. But you can then identify it however you want to. That's gender norms. People get the two conflated. Gender, biology, scientific fact. We need that. Even doctors need to know what your biological sex is because it matters from the healthcare they give you. Gender norms. Well, you're a girl, so you have to have long hair. That's the bullshit part. You're a guy, so you have to be big and manly. That's the bullshit part. But people, somewhere along the way, have conflated gender and gender norms as the same thing. They're not. They're two totally different things, and people use them interchangeably. And that's where we get into problems. Or people who say biology doesn't exist. Yeah, it does. Gender is not a social construct. It's a biological construct. Gender norms is the social construct. And people get it confused and they're fighting the wrong fucking battle. If you're a girl and you want to be a butch, awesome. More power to you. If you're a guy and you want to be effeminate, cool. But these people are like, I am biologically female. Okay, dude, no, you're not. I feel for you, but you're using the word biologically wrong, man. And, I have no problem with trans people, okay? Obviously. Because you have the right to identify however you fucking feel. This is a free country. America is a free country. And you have the right to identify as what the fuck ever. That is your God-given, constitutionally protected rights. But to say that biology doesn't exist is literally being factually inaccurate. And people think that I hate trans people because of that. I'm like, dude, biology, it's not open for debate. Biology exists. It's real. You have an innie or an outie. Yin, wang or vagina. Yes. And you have every right to do that. Whatever you do to your body is your purview because you are an adult human. If you want to do whatever, it's nobody's place to tell you otherwise. It's your body. You are the sole authority over your body. Uh, so that's the only problems, and I've told Samantha this, that's the only problems that I have with the trans community. When they try to say that biology isn't real, because it fucking is, and when they try to fuck with children. Once you are a legal adult, you can do whatever, okay? They should not be allowing kids to get reassignment surgery, take hormones, none of that. You are literally a fucking kid. Leave kids alone. Okay? Like a teenager is literally, we tell teenagers, like let's say for example, a 15-year-old. A 15-year-old is told you're not old enough to work a job, you're not old enough to drive a car, you're not old enough to own a house, to gamble, to drink. Uh, yeah, exactly. Uh, but you should be allowed to get gender reassignment surgery? Do you see where, That's what I mean. Like, kids are different. And that's why I have a problem. Leave kids alone. Once you're 18, do whatever the fuck, because then you're an adult. But when you're a teenager and you literally make shitty choices, all teenagers do, should be left alone. And it's crazy, we're at the point where that's a thing. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Did I ever tell you? Did I ever tell you? Uh, uh, I think I may have told you this, Rose, but I haven't told Samantha this funny story. I once had a trans person hit on me and try to pick me up, and they wanted to fuck me, and they got mad at me because I asked them what the situation downstairs was, and they're like, "How dare you ask me that? How dare you ask me that? That's transphobic." And I'm like, okay, when you are trying to fuck somebody, asking what the situation downstairs is a totally valid question. I didn't just come up to this person and, hey, what's going on downstairs? You brought it to the topic of sex, which, guess what, has to do with downstairs. And, like, it's crazy that person was trying to imply that I was transphobic. It's like, you took it to the bedroom talk. You're trying to fuck me. It's not like I just walked up to you off the street and said, hey, what's going on down there? That would be rude. But when you literally are just like, hey, let's do the hanky-panky, it becomes pretty relevant. And I was flabbergasted. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean I'm transphobic? Because after you said you wanted to fuck me, I asked you what the situation was down there? I thought that was reasonable. You opened that for discussion when you talked about banging me. You know, if I went up to this person and I didn't know them and I just asked them what the situation was, that would be rude. But when you're talking about getting down to business, exactly. Thank you. You put it perfectly. Hole or pole. Let me know. Okay, and remember, this person tried to come on to me. Okay? And I wasn't even trying to be a dick. I wasn't being an asshole. I just said, hey, can you tell me what's going on, you know? And I can't believe you'd ask that. And I'm like, and I wound up just cutting all ties to that person and blocking them because I'm not going to deal with somebody who's like that. Like, don't try to fuck somebody and then be upset when they ask you what's going on downstairs. Like, that's just common sense. You would think. And I don't need somebody that fucking crazy in my life. But I never forgot that. Like, how crazy, like, how dumb do you have to be to try and pick somebody up and then get upset when they ask you what's going downstairs? When you're literally trying to get to business. Like, that's pertinent information. And especially when you're coming on to the person. They were coming on to me. I didn't initiate. They did. So, like, you're initiating, the ball's in your fucking court. I'm just sitting here going about my day.
What do you say?
And so, obviously, the person who makes the first move, the onus is on them. Like, and, oh, yes, because I asked somebody who wanted to fuck me, what's going on downstairs? I'm transphobic. I'm like, do you know what that word means? Because I don't think you do.
I'll kill you!
And it's funny. I never forgot that.
No, please, get me out of here.
You're going to be all right.
Yes,
You're
exactly.
safe now.
I was sure they were going to kill me. They already killed one blacksmith.
No, he escaped. You will too. But stay here until it's safe.
You know, like, you come on to somebody and it turns out they're trans, and you're not okay with that, that's on you. You initiated. You know what I mean? Like, the person came on to me. And, I wasn't a dick. I wasn't mean to them. I just said, can you tell me what's going on down there? Like, I'm super chill. So, like, them getting so upset, it was like, exactly, you know? And this person got, like, so offended, and I'm like, okay? Like, I'm so sorry that I asked you a point-blank question about your genitals when you wanted to use them on me. Yeah, exactly. That's like they're playing Russian roulette. Okay? I was super chill about the whole thing. You get into the wrong situation with the wrong person, though, and some dudes will beat your ass. You're putting yourself at risk by doing shit like that. You know, like I said, I was super chill. Not everybody's going to be chill like me. Some people get really upset. And I mean, obviously, I can understand being lied to and being upset about that. But that doesn't give you the right to beat somebody. If I went to go to business with somebody who lied about their genitals, and then I found out, I wouldn't beat them. I would just be like, "Well, you're a liar," and then leave. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would never, like, beat somebody. I would just be like, okay, well, you're a liar, and leave. But other people, I mean, they freak out, and they don't know how to handle and beat you, and then you're in trouble. Like, it's just unsafe to do shit that way. Yeah, I thought you had a pole, not a hole. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And if they had just been upfront and more forthright about that, yeah. Like I said, well, you know, I wouldn't have beat somebody. I would just say, oh, okay, this is not what I signed up for. Bye, and I'd leave. But, you know, you fuck around with the wrong person, and you're getting your ass beat. And if you're really unlucky, you're getting fucking murdered. It's happened. Guy, you know, thinks he's fucking with a hole, then he gets a pole, he freaks out and kills her. Like, unfortunately, that has happened. So, like, you're playing Russian roulette when you do that shit.
Accept Mongol's rule. Resist and be punished.
Ah, that sucks. I'm sorry. That's terrible. I apologize. Yeah. Like I said, I was super chill. Other people would have not have been as chill as I was, and she could have got hurt.
Not until they're all dead.
And that's like the opposite of what I want. So it's like just not even just you. It's like I'm thinking about you.
Not until they're all dead.
Don't do that shit, man. Ah. Oh, yeah, that sucks. That's the worst. Yeah, so it's like you were down with it, you hit it, and then afterwards you tried to have buyer's remorse. That's bullshit. You fucking did it. You own up to it. God, that's such a pussy way to be. That's terrible. And it's funny too, because I've had people assume that I'm racist because of my shaved head. I'm bald. I was telling Samantha, like 3 people lately have just assumed that I was racist just because I'm a white guy with a shaved head. Even though, ironically enough, that actually is racist to assume that I'm part of the clan just because I'm a white dude with a shaved head. It's actually kind of bigoted. Like assuming that every black person is a criminal. Yeah. Uh, uh, and it was funny too because right before I met Sammy, I think maybe a week before I met Sammy, I matched with this chick on FB dating, and she asked me if I was a Proud Boy because I had a shaved head. I'm like, really? Like, yes, I must be a Proud Boy because I'm a white dude with a shaved head. Like, you literally know nothing about me. You just jump to that conclusion. And it's like if you literally knew anything about me, you would see like how far from the truth that is.
Thank you, my
That sucks.
lord. You're free now.
Yeah, I've been falsely accused. That's also fucking terrible.
Thank you,
I
my
don't
lord.
fuck around without consent.
Hold still. Are you the headman?
I am. The Mongols threatened to kill my people unless I accepted their rule. I was about to give in.
You were strong to resist. Remain hidden until it's safe to come out.
The Mongols are holding Konami, our healer, near the shrine. She'll never submit. I fear they'll kill her.
It's super late, Sammy. Do you have to go to bed? Obviously, you know I don't want you to go to bed. I just don't want you to fuck up your schedule. It's like I was enjoying our conversation so much I lost track of time. Obviously, if you're not tired and you just want to stay up, you can, of course. I'm just trying to look out for you.
Chiharu, you wait. Medeli humalak.
You, Tsushima.
Zaza. Chiharu, huh? This is very...
Yeah, people who get bigoted about people just trying to live their fucking life. People who seek to be sanctimonious. I can't stand people like that. It's one of the main things that pushed me away from organized religion. Somebody thinking they have the God-given right to tell me how to live my life. I can't stand fucking people like that. I never have. But, you know, only God can judge me, and that's not fucking you. Like, I don't see God here. Uh,
Gonna have a conversation while on stream.
mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Hello, sexy. Sammy, I was trying to wish her goodbye, and she didn't want me to end the stream this time, but I still wanted to see her goodbye, so.
I do need to sleep. It's getting very, very late.
Yeah, I just lost track of time because I was having a good time with you here and Rose, and we were all talking.
Yeah, well, I was really enjoying talking to Rose too. We're gonna have to sort out the different roses though, because I did mention that I thought that Shining Before Dawn was the rose that had commented on our post.
Yeah, sorry. It's when you have two different people called Rose, it does get a little bit confusing.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to sort that out. Because I would like to be friends with Shining Before Dawn Rose on Facebook if they're on Facebook. I don't know.
Well, we could take a page out of the Cat in the Hat, and we could just call Rose Rose 2, or Chocolate Thunder.
Rose 1, Rose 2.
Yeah, also likes to be known as, and he goes through and he's like Chocolate Thunder. But yeah, we'll figure something out. But yeah, I can understand why you don't know. But yeah, but I love you. Whenever you do get up, I know I've kept you up way too late, but when you do get up, just tell me, okay? I love you. Good night, baby.
Give my love to Rose 2.
Oh, there you go, Rhea. There you go. I'll text her that and tell her. Because we have another member in the group called Rose. So it can get confusing for, people. Yeah, it should tell you how much Samantha loves talking to you because she stayed up way, way, way past her bedtime. Like it's for like 5 a.m. for her. She's we're just about like she's 5 hours ahead of us. So that should tell you how much she enjoys talking to you. She's a sweetheart. I love her. I love her so much. Words cannot even begin to describe to you how much I love Samantha. She is the love of my life. I really do feel like I found the person that I want to marry and be with forever. Yeah, good night, baby.
No, it's not safe.
Like I said, she's just the best. I really do love her, and more than words can express. And I've only known her for a short time, and I I just know she's the one I want to be with. I just love her so fucking much. So completely.
Free me.
I can't, you know? I just know. She is my other half.
You're going to be alright.
She has brought immeasurable happiness into my life. I love her so dearly.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine. They wanted me to heal their sick.
And you refused. Stay here until I've dealt with the rest.
No one is truly free until their new warlord is dead.
Okay. Yeah, I got up pretty late in the afternoon, so I'll probably be streaming for a while. So yeah, don't worry about it. I'll probably be here later tonight. If you want to stay, I'll probably be up late. I got up in the afternoon, so
Man's house.
I'll see ya. Okay, yeah. It's been nice talking to you. Either way.
It's not safe here. Run.
Yes. Thank you. That would be a great help. Like I said, I'm very new to the whole laptop gaming scene, so
Tortured and abused my people.
Accept Mongol rule, and your people will not suffer.
You're a liar and a coward. You deserve nothing less than death.
I will take nothing less than your head.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're all recovering. But yeah, it means a lot. I'll let him know. Damn it. Ah, fuck. Oh well, I'm right there.
He's so much stronger than me.
You deserve the best. Mr. Boy. Quickly, Kirk!
Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. You should like, comment, subscribe.
Hui! Harvo! Huh? Hui! Harvo! Yasin Bey! Dara business motorkwe! Barçala! Yamarnekyum Harvo! Barçala!
Huge spish байжээ.
Dignek holos nagnaka!
Ахи чарван. Ослот аллаа тэрнийг.
bastards!
Тэд энэс мултарч чадахгүй.
Явж байгаа биш.
Ой, өнөөхийг чи харлаа. Ой, өнөөхийг чи харлаа.
Aşağı yavrum.
Oh yeah. That's so cute.
Good horse.
It's upsetting. But more than that, it's cruel. Allow me to keep your katana light and sharp. Sharper than ever.
I'll see you again.
your steel remains sharply poised.
I'm telling you, the Mongol Emperor's throne sits on the tallest mountain at the center of the earth.
This is immense.
Would you like to see what I have?
Always
I
happy to
work
help.
metals, woods, and cloth. I hope it helps.
Sweet.
Only the best for you. Worthy of a samurai. I hope it helps. Worthy of a samurai.
Trade is difficult in these times, my lord.
All right, I've been streaming for a while. I'm gonna take a break, get some to eat, and then I'll be back. Thank you so much for watching. You should like, comment, subscribe, and yeah.